Hello and welcome to a Destiny build video. Today I'll be showcasing Stasis build, which is mainly focused on throwing a bunch of grenades and then blowing everybody up. This build is really fun to use and using it quite a lot in this new season since there are quite a few ads. Yeah, it is a very ad clear based build, very AoE, but does have some damage potential, but yeah, is mainly used for clearing ads. I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get straight into it. Okay, so this is a Stasis build, where I'm using the Behemoth Titan, because that's just the best, in my opinion. You want to use the Towering Barricade, Catapult Lift, Shiver Strike, and Glacier Grenade. They all work the best. The Barricade and the Lift is your opinion, though. Tectonic Harvest is really good with this, and Cryoclasm. Tectonic Harvest will give you Stasis Shards, and Cryoclasm will let you slide and break your crystals. You want to use Whisper of Fissures, which increases the damage and burst of Stasis Crystals, which does more damage and kills more enemies. You want to use Whisper of Shards, which makes shattering a stasis crystal temporarily boost your grenade recharge rate, which, yeah, you just want to get as many grenades as possible, which is why you use this, which increases your grenade regen, so more grenades. Whisper of Conduction, so stasis shards track your position. This is just really useful overall since stasis shards are really useful. And Whisper of Chains, so you get more damage resistance when standing next to your stasis crystals. With weapons, I thought Aga's Scepter worked really well. I went Sweet Sorrow as my secondary. You can go whatever you want, same as Hothead. For the helmet, I went Stasis helmet with Siphon, so you get Orbs of Power. You go 2 to increase the potency, and Well of Restoration, which makes picking up a Stasis Elemental Well grants ability energy to your least charged ability. Which, if it's a grenade and you just throw through a grenade, it's really useful for charging that up. I went Stasis Gauntlets, where the mods are Grenade Kickstart and Well of Restoration. Well of Restoration you saw as the helmet is the same thing. And Grenade Kickstart, when you throw a grenade, you get grenade energy, which is really useful. Again, because you just get your grenade back faster. For my exotic, I use Armamentarium. You can use whatever you want here. I just thought it worked well because you get multiple grenades. I went Energy Diffusion Substrate just to get as much DR, but you can go what else, whatever you want, and then Elemental Charge, so if I pick up a Stasis Elemental Well, I get charged with light, which is useful later on. I went with my Greaves, I went Stasis again, and I used Orbs of Restoration, which makes picking up an Orb of Power grant a small amount of energy to your ability with the least amount of energy, which is useful if you just use your grenade, Elemental Shards, and Absolution, which Stasis Shards count as Stasis Wells, which is good because you don't need well mod, instead you just need that mod, and you get tons and tons of Stasis Wells, Stasis Shards, which count as wells. I went Solar Mark, which has Firepower. While charged with light, regain a portion of your grenade energy when you use your grenade. You use grenade, you're always charged with light because you always get the stasis shards. Boom, tons of grenade energy back. And Bomber, which reduces grenade cooldown when using your class ability. And yeah, that's it. With this build, the aim is to throw your grenade at a giant group of enemies and just slide into it, or shoot it, or whatever you want with it, as long as it blows up the wall and all the enemies around it, you'll be fine. It does so much damage and clears so many ads, it is insane. The best weapon to pair with this in my opinion, is Aga's Scepter, as it has those stasis capabilities of freezing enemies and slowing them down while also being able to destroy your wall. If it kills enemies with its ice radius, it spawns stasis shards, which are useful towards the build because they get you charged with light, etc. And yeah. Okay. Armamentarium is the best exotic for this build because you've got 2 grenades. 2 grenades is always better than 1 grenade. When, like you saw just then, if I have a grenade and I miss it, I can throw the second grenade and I'll miss it as well. But if you do hit it, it wasn't a waste, you know? You've got a backup grenade, and if you kill them with a grenade, you just get your grenade back. So it's a win-win situation. It's really useful. It literally the best exotic for this build. When pairing a weapon with Aga's Scepter, you want to go a weapon that has good, around about the same capabilities as Aga's Scepter. Aga's Scepter is it's an ad clear exotic. It doesn't do extremely high damages, but it is very good at clearing ads and freezing a lot of enemies at once. If your Aga's Scepter runs out of ammo, which is very unlikely, you want a weapon that has the same mid-range and short-range capabilities as it does, which is why I chose the Sweet Sorrow Assault Rifle. You can choose any other assault rifle, but I just thought Sweet Sorrow was pretty good. Mine has got 1 for all, stats for all, which is a pretty good roll. But if you aren't going to use Aga's Scepter, or you don't have Aga's Scepter, you could use any stasis kinetic you want, like Crate, for example. Crate is good if you have 1 for all and Headstone. Any stasis gun would work quite well, but Aga's Scepter I think works the best. If you can also use Salvation's Grip, I'm pretty sure it's called, in your heavy slot, but it's not the best ever. If you want to play around with it, you can, but my recommendation is Aga's Scepter, probably an auto rifle, and then any heavy you want, just to make this build as viable as it can be, and pair the grenades with something that also generates stasis crystals and shards, just so you can get your grenade as fast as possible if you somehow run out of grenades with no abilities left to kill enemies. And that's it. Hope you like this build video. I'll be definitely uploading more in the future. I hope you enjoyed, and have a great day.